When it comes to influential people and the world of celebrity, there are few things that are as contentious as the junction of personal convictions and public identities. Recent events have brought Young Miami, a well-known music industry name, to the forefront of attention. She is well known not only for her artistic achievements, but also, and this is a controversial point, for her interactions with the LGBT community. Hi there and welcome back to Rumor Spill. Merchandising that is aimed at the LGBT community is something that Young Miami, who is well known for her lively presence and considerable following, has begun to undertake. Nevertheless, this action was regarded with mistrust and was faced with opposition. She is accused of being dishonest and of wanting to profit from a group that she is considered to not truly embrace, according to her detractors. The origin of this criticism can be traced back to a series of remarks that have presented sentiments that are less than unconditionally supportive of homosexuality. It is Young Miami's previous statements that have been at the center of the debate. Many people believe that these statements reflect a profound homophobia. She wrote a number of tweets, some of which featured inappropriate statements about her son's sexual orientation, which contributed to the notion that she was more sensitive than she actually was. Her response to the mere chance that her kid is gay was reflected in a tweet in which she stated, "I'm going to beat that boy so bad if I ever see any type of gay stuff in my son." She was expressing her angry reaction to the possibility that her son is gay. A sentiment that is regrettably not uncommon, but is expected to be addressed, particularly in public, is reflected in these words, which are both stark and frightening expressions of that sentiment. In response to the resurfacing of these old tweets, the outrage was immediate and severe when these old tweets resurfaced. Hypocrisy allegations were made as a result of the public's reaction, which was driven by the notion that her acts in the past and in the present did not parallel each other. Many people had the impression that Young Miami's decision to enter the LGBT-friendly retail industry was more of a superficial attempt to regain her image than a genuine change of heart. Young Miami made an appearance on various media platforms, including an interview on The Breakfast Club, where she was expected to address and clarify her words. This was done in response to the escalating scandal that she was involved in. Nevertheless, those who were critical of her explanations said that they were inadequate and they were perceived as being elusive rather than illuminating. The argument regarding her authenticity and her ties with the LGBT community was further inflamed as a result of this action. In the midst of all of this upheaval, Young Miami's conduct during public appearances was also subject to scrutiny. A number of women, including celebrities such as Megan Thee Stallion, were observed indulging in flirty behavior with their peers. One interpretation of these conversations, which took place on her own show, was that she was making an effort to disprove allegations of homophobia. This behavior, on the other hand, appeared to be intentional and theatrical, which exacerbated charges of queer baiting. Queer baiting is a term that is used to describe the exploitation of queer aesthetics without true support for gay rights. The conversations that have taken place in response to Young Miami's activities shed light on the intricate mechanics of celebrity influence and the expectations that are placed on public personalities to not only entertain, but also to advocate and represent. The uproar surrounding her situation highlights the delicate balance that must be maintained between personal views and public accountability. It raises important considerations concerning the authenticity of celebrity interactions with socially sensitive problems and the potential ramifications that may arise when such engagements are viewed as being false. Young Miami is currently navigating this difficult time, and the talk that surrounds her is shedding light on a larger social discussion about acceptance, representation, and genuine allyship in the struggle for LGBT rights. Not only does it educate public figures and their audiences of the huge impact that words and acts can have, but it also reminds them of the fact that these words and actions can resound across such a large platform as the entertainment industry. Despite the fact that the motives behind Young Miami's LGBT targeted items are still up for question, this incident serves as a poignant reminder of the continuous challenges that are encountered when attempting to connect public personas with personal views in the eyes of a public that is vigilant and frequently judgmental. As the story progresses, it acts as a reflected mirror for society, illuminating the ever-evolving standards and expectations that we have for people who are always in the public eye. Through their growing connection, Ari Fletcher and Miami have been able to capture the attention of the public, which has resulted in fans and followers being curious about the nature of their relationship. In the previous year, the two individuals spent the holiday season together, and they documented their time together by creating a variety of videos that highlighted their friendship. When Miami responded to a tweet from Ari, which was about how to handle a provocative photograph, it was one particular case that caused eyebrows to be raised. This direct and uninhibited response from Miami suggested a playful intimacy between the two of them. Play with my pee until I come. This connection was further emphasized by the moment that they shared a kiss on camera, which caused it to become a matter of much curiosity and talk among their audience. On the other hand, the subsequent moves taken by Miami sparked a different kind of conversation overall. She made a contentious comment about her child's sexual orientation, which she chose not to dwell on more at the time. This occurred in the midst of all the intimate confessions and fun exchanges that were taking place. After that, she made a key announcement that she would be launching items in honor of Pride Month, which caused the debate to take a completely different direction. An unexpected release was planned for Friday, May 17, and the effort stated that a portion of the proceeds would be used to benefit LGBTQ+ programming at GLAAD. The secret release was scheduled to take place on Friday. This declaration had the potential to be a moment of atonement, however. It instead provoked outrage owing to Miami's earlier remarks that were homophobic. Her sincerity was called into question by those who pointed out the inconsistency between her conduct and the declarations she had made in the past. The comments section of social media was filled with both supporters and critics of the event. "I hope you don't fall for it. No shade, but didn't you say you wouldn't be okay with it if your kid was gay?" These are some of the statements that have been made by others who are skeptical of her motives. Several individuals made the accusation that she was not genuine, saying, "I don't feel like this is genuine." At the same time, these sentiments mirrored a greater fatigue and disgust with celebrities who appear to try to capitalize on LGBTQ+ identities without expressing genuine support or understanding. The fact that Miami has made past statements that she does not want a gay kid added fuel to the fire, and many people accused her of being hypocritical. The conversation in the public sphere broadened to include a criticism of celebrities who appear to use progressive causes for their own profit without actually advocating for or comprehending such causes. The community and her followers were confronted with a crucial question as a result of this scenario. Is it acceptable to back a celebrity's endeavor to advocate for LGBTQ+ rights when the celebrity's previous acts are in direct opposition to the principles that they now profess to uphold? A reflection of the larger issues of authenticity and the commercialization of social movements becomes more and more apparent as the discussion continues to flare before it. In the ongoing debate, the question of whether Miami's retail launch for Pride Month represents a move toward genuine allyship or a blunder in her public relations campaign continues to be a difficult one. Fans and critics alike are encouraged to participate in a conversation and offer their perspectives on the extent to which the influence of celebrities may be seen in relation to social concerns. This growing story is not simply about a celebrity and her interactions on social media. Rather, it is a complicated narrative about human development, accountability, and the interplay of personal change with public perception. During the course of Miami's negotiations with this scandal, the reactions of her community will most certainly determine her future actions and, potentially, her legacy in terms of her engagement with significant social concerns. Subscribe Rumor Spill for more videos.